Hey everybody, this is Kip from America Bumper to Bumper, and I'm gonna change a few things for just a second. Oh gosh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good. It gives me how many people? 2 people are here. Thanks, people, for stopping in. As you guys might be able to see, we're trying something a little bit different. We're on StreamYard, and I was playing around with it earlier and found that I can actually do some pretty cool things, such as this. I can share. I can have my little mug over here, and then share what's I'm looking at on the big screen. So that's what we are going to do. Hey Walt, how you doing? I'm glad that you're here. Really appreciate you stopping in. Getting used to this, trying this new stuff. So that's why we're a little bit later than the 8 o'clock normal start. Well, because I thought I was started. Oops. Anyways, let's go over to the other page here, and oops. Go through what we're seeing here. This is my YouTube studio, and I just want to go through and let you guys know we're up to 76 subscribers. So I gained one since last week, or actually might have gained a couple because I think I lost a couple. Anyways, we're at 376. We've got just over 64,000 views, and we still have a long way to go to get up to our watch times and of course subscribers. If you know anybody that might like this stuff, please pass this around. As I had said before, and we had a little bit of issues, because of the way this thing works, I will flip back and forth between what I'm looking at on the screen and the StreamYard page, so I can try and keep track of any comments and stuff that's going on in the chat. But this is what we're going to give this a shot. If you guys like it, please make sure to let me know so that we can decide whether we're going to keep doing this or not. Let me see if I can. It's going to screw up again if I shrink this down. Okay, that still looks like good. Okay, because now I should be able to, there we go, see everything that's going on in the chat as well as what's going on my screen. Cool. All right. So anyways, this is the updates here. We'll go into Facebook and hey, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad I found this, and we'll give it a shot and see how things go for tonight. And anyways, first story for this evening, and this is coming from Jalopnik. Once it loads, California and 23 other states are suing the Trump administration as emissions fight escalates. So for those that don't know, the Trump administration earlier this week made a move to end the ability of places like California to have separate emission standards than the federal national standard. So they're looking at doing away with California emissions and having one national standard, which I can't see why not, because hey, look, if 23 other states are suing along with California, that's just about half of the country already uses those standards. Let's just make a concerted effort to get closer to their standards. Maybe not 100% on it, because it's kind of wow, some of their standards. Anyways, so the story is as you can see here. California is not going down without a fight, and nearly 24 other states are getting in on the action, and I'm sure Vermont's one of them. It doesn't say give the full list, but here's some of the others that are joining California, and it's Colorado, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Nevada, North Carolina, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Washington, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and I'm sure Vermont is one of those because we are in those standards as well. Nothing important there. All right. So yeah, the lawsuit represents a starting gun in a sweeping legal battle over states' rights and climate change that is likely be resolved only once it reaches the Supreme Court. Decision could ultimately have wide-ranging repercussions affecting states' control over their own environmental laws, the volume of pollution produced by the United States, almost telemarker, volume of pollution produced by the United States, and the future of the nation's auto industry. Here's our little thing. Volume of pollution by the United States. The output on a global scale of what the U.S. puts out compared to China, India, other countries like those, infinitesimal, tiny compared to them. So why we're digging ourselves deeper and deeper into a place that we can't afford to go. Of course, that's just me. Everybody has their own feelings on the environment. I do think there's the stuff that we can do to make. I don't believe in climate change. Sorry, guys, but there's definitely stuff that we can do to make sure that we all have a clean, healthy place to live. Anyways, the abolishment of California's stringent rules on tailgate climate pollution, which 13 other states also follow, Vermont, meets President Trump's commitment to establish uniform fuel economy standards for vehicles across the United States, ensuring that no state has the authority to impose its policies on everyone else in the whole country. Yep. Well, yeah, those states want the extra cash. Yep, absolutely. New policy put forth by the Department of Transportation aims to strip California of its rights to set its own emission standards, a right the states had for 50 years. Now, 50 years ago, California needed to have their own set of standards, because you can look at the pictures of LA, San Francisco, all these other places, and the smog was just insane. You look at those pictures from then to now, far, far different. We've done such a good job at, cleaning up our acts that, hey. So anyways, current national fuel economy standards requires automakers to reach an average fuel economy of 54.5 miles per gallon in 6 years by 2025. And that was designed, following California standards. 54.5 miles per gallon is insane, in my opinion. That is just absolutely nuts. So definitely put in the your comments whether you think the federal government should have the right to make everybody go the same standards, the federal ones, whichever those might be. All right, moving onward. If the computer, I do have a lot of screens open, so the computer is working a little extra hard right now. All right, how many of you guys have heard of Ford's Godzilla engine? Oh, yes. This report, as you can see, is from USA Today. Ford's biggest trucks will get one of the world's biggest V8 engines starting this fall. Whoa. What did I just... Bummer. Let's get that back up there. All right. Starting this fall, as one aspect of the truck wars turns into an old-fashioned battle of engine size that reminisces the muscle car era. Oh. So, Exhibit A, Ford's Godzilla engine, I believe that's what they're dubbing it, Godzilla, 7.3 liter gas-powered V8. There will be in Ford Super Duty pickups and commercial vehicles, anywhere from ambulances to utility bucket trucks. Back to horse-drawn wagons. No, give me the horsepower. Just a step shy of massive highway semi-trucks. Most of the conversation about the big trucks like these, they're officially called Class 2 through 7, based on the massive weights they can haul and tow, focus on diesel engines, but gas engines play a role too, accounting for up to 40% of sales for big Class 2 through 4 pickups like the 250, 350, 450 Super Duties. Diesels are incredibly important for those trucks, but many customers don't need their full towing capacities. Yeah, bigger engines. Yep. In addition to these, many fleet customers, that's pretty big thing right there for a lot of these trucks, only keep their trucks of this size for a few years. So diesel's long-term high mileage durability isn't worth the engine's higher cost. Hey, Lowlit X, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate you coming over. So Ford 7.3 gas engine is going to produce 430 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque in Super Duty trucks, a little bit less in other trucks, commercial trucks. Tested for durability, or reliability and durability. So this is going to be, they're going to be built in Windsor, Ontario. They've made tons of these engines, not tons, but hundreds, to make sure that all the bugs are out before they start putting them in there. And durability, I guess, looks like it's going to be real good. The 7.3 engine is an upgrade from the gas V8 offered before, which was a 6.2, producing 385 horse, 430 pound-feet. So you're getting a healthy 45 pounds horsepower and about 45 torque out of it. So that's pretty cool. The 6.2 will remain the base engine in the 250s and 350s. But on the flip side of things, General Motors, they have a 6.6 liter gas, their biggest in the 2 and 3s class trucks, smaller in displacement, but 29 less horsepower and 9 less pound-feet on an engine that I would think, being 6.6, 7 horsepower or 7.7 liters smaller, I think would be a little bit better on gas. Probably not tons, but anyways, there's the engine there. Definitely a behemoth. Hey, Pete, thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate you coming in and hanging out for this evening. Ford does have a new diesel coming this fall too, but hasn't revealed much about that. Another really cool thing about the 7.3, it can be converted to run on natural gas as well, and they're going to come equipped with a 10-speed automatic that was co-developed with General Motors. So that is one beefy motor right there. So anyways, let the displacement wars keep rolling on for the big three. And I wonder if stuff like this makes Dodge sad about getting rid of the V10. Only time will tell. All right, next story. This one I had to, pull up because it's it's not really funny, but you know, hey, if your car's got a Hemi, it's about to be stolen. Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has said that as it turns out, the chart topper for the most stolen vehicles are the Charger Hemi and the Challenger SRT Hellcat. Big surprise there. Hey, Grant, thanks for coming in, and thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good night last night. We missed you over on your channel or your live stream. So both vehicles claim rates for whole vehicle thefts that are more than 5 times the average for 2016 and to 18 models. The trend with the top 20 was pickups, luxury vehicles, and cars with a big engine. Other vehicles to note, including the Challenger, which is ranked 6th most stolen, and the non-Hemi Dodge Charger. Tow rigs. If you have a tow rig or shopping for one, know that the GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab took the pole position for theft, with a Silverado not far behind. Titan Crew Cab Short Bed, also a target. Wow. I guess you're going to start driving a whole lot more stuff. You know, maybe the Accords and the Camrys. You can get one of those without having to worry about it being stolen anymore. All right, work-related being off. Well, you know, you got to make the bucks, right there, right, Grant? Next story we got for you is pretty cool one. Toyota just sold its 10 millionth Land Cruiser. Now let's see if this is worldwide or if it is. Yeah, it's got to be worldwide. Originally launched as the Toyota BJ in 1951, the Land Cruiser is not only one of the most iconic SUVs ever made, absolutely. It pays to drive Yugo. Yeah, if you can find a Yugo. Even when they came out, they didn't last very long. I actually had a friend in high school, or a guy that I knew in high school that had one, and it was nearly brand new when he got it, and they're, it fell apart while he was, had it there. It was laughable. One of the most iconic vehicles of all times, absolutely. Still a mainstay in Toyota's lineup, and currently one of the most legitimately off-road capable rides in the market today. Yep, and U.S. market anyways, pretty darn luxurious too. And they've just sold the 10 millionth. Toyota Australia sent out a memo this week alerting the masses that the company has officially sold 10 million Land Cruisers worldwide. Okay. I've got the one thing I do know that I've got to do with this is I've got to start reading through all the articles before I pull them up, and that's something I have to get much better at, so I don't have to be wondering whether it was worldwide. Anyways, that's not even close to making the list of the 10 best-selling vehicles of all time, but it's a major milestone nonetheless. Large SUV is sold in approximately 170 countries and regions, and Australian is one of its biggest fans. Of the 10 million, 1.065 or 10.6% of overall sales were grabbed off of Aussie lots. In 2018, Toyota globally sold 318 cruisers. Wow. 18,000, sorry. 42,000 of them were Australia. Wow, that's pretty cool. And there's a classic Land Cruiser right there. So congratulations to Toyota for building 10,000 of those things. Or million, gosh. Anyways, onward and upward. Could the Gladiator be getting a V8? I hope so. It needs to be a car calendar of Yugos. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Anyways, spy shot that I found. This is from motor1.com. It's testing, and it's got different, at least according to the camo, different looking hood on it, which some people are saying is going to be V8 powered, which I think the Gladiator definitely needs is something a little bit beefier. The 3.6 that's in it's not bad, but you aren't going to win anything with that. Plus, all the fans that are, all the people that have been buying them, getting, Hellcat crate motors and whatnot put in it, the market's there. Very interesting for Gladiator fans, brand new spy shots in our inbox of heavily camouflaged truck riding on meaty off-road tires from the Rubicon. The real interest here is the extensive camo covering around the hood area, which also looks rather distorted. Is this a new high horsepower model the off-road community has been dreaming about? There's no denying the fact that the hood appears larger, though admittedly it could be due to air billowing the covers and false panels. Wheels also look to be a different design, and at least you might think this might be some sort of diesel prototype. That's a very good possibility too, but it does look like it's wearing an unleaded fuel only tag. Not a big deal. Evidence points to this being the rumored Gladiator Hercules. You've been hearing about recently, which I guess I don't do a good job with this because I haven't heard about that. Before you get visions of a factory-backed Hellcat Gladiator, we don't believe a thumping V8 is hiding under these covers. Under the covers, Jeep has already said such a thing is highly unlikely, but a turbocharged 6-cylinder isn't out of the question. That could be interesting, especially if it's going to make the 500 horsepower that they're saying. So, if we get any more news on the turbocharged or V8 powered Gladiator, I will let you guys know. Elephant engine. It wouldn't surprise me if that's happened yet already, but that definitely would be something that's in the works. All right, Ford patents shed light on 2021 Broncos removable doors. I think it's awesome that Ford's kind of going back to the really heritage with the Bronco. Nothing disappointed me more than hearing they're bringing the Blazer back and then seeing what they made of it. I'm not a fan. I know a lot of people do like it, but that's not me. Removable doors, that would be awesome, as long as you also have a removable roof. Patent applications, so selective door removal using latches, not screws and bolts. Will the roof come off? What about the windows? We don't know yet, but we won't know. It probably won't be long before we do know. I've heard rumors, read rumors that, I don't think you don't go off of this this drawing. I think they're just doing that for the door latches. I definitely don't. I think it's going to look way more Jeepish than this. I don't know, Ford Flex or whatever drawing they've got here. Don't worry about that. So anyways, I think I read some other place that there's a possibility that they will show the new Bronco potentially at the Detroit Auto Show, which I guess they've moved to fall, which I think I remember hearing that they were going to do that, but I didn't know if that was coming around, this soon, or whether it was what was going on. So that could be a very interesting, thing to keep our eyes on, the Detroit Auto Show, and if the Bronco is indeed there. But you can see they are talking about having removable doors, which is that would be something that's very, very cool. If Jeep would have a competitor, I think it would be definitely good for Jeep to get them continuously upgrading and doing better on their vehicles, and definitely would be very cool. Need to do old body style with updated everything. Very much agree, Pete. Don't screw it up like the Blazer. Absolutely. As I said, not a fan. They could have called it anything but the Blazer, and it would have been fine. But there's so much heritage in that name, and with the Bronco, and from what everything that I've done, seen, read about the Bronco, which really isn't much. They definitely pointing in that heritage direction of making it, very, very Jeepish. Doors off like the original. Whether it's going to be 2 or 4 door, that is still very much up in the air, but we'll have to wait and see. So here we go. Is the actual pattern of the door latch. Let's see. Hassle factor, for instance, with a new Jeep glider, take the off the doors. Okay. According to this patent description, instead of unscrewing a bolt, all you have to do is move the latch to the unlock position, then take the door off the rest of the body. So it must be right here is your latch, and I guess you move it over here or something like that, and then just pull the door off. That is very cool. Yep, definitely looks like a crossover with a very much elongated Camaro front end. Definitely not like. Pete, or sorry, Walt. What do you mean by you don't think anyone can do that? Removable hood with headers pointed upward. What's going to come to old Mustang and put them on new frames? So, oh yeah, definitely. A lot of people have done similar sorts of things like that, Pete. I know some people have taken C2 Corvette bodies and put them over top. I'm trying to remember what is at the Great Adirondack Car Show last a year ago spring that I went to, where somebody had taken a C2 Corvette and put it on a C5 or C6 chassis. They did have to stretch it out to make it fit, but it looked damn good. Screw up the Blazer. Okay, yeah. That's the thing is, it's easy for car companies to screw things up when they mess around with a heritage name. Mitsubishi did it with the Eclipse. Why would you take a sports car name and put it on a crossover SUV? In the case of the Blazer, if they'd had more rugged frame on body on frame, chassis, rugged, off-road oriented sort of vehicle, and called it a Blazer, thumbs up all the way. Couldn't be happier with that. But to give it the Blazer, and the Dart's another one, great heritage name, totally screwed it up. I mean, and they've done this before, back in the 80s with the Nova, which was the Toyota Corolla or whatever it was. The Charger that was a Mitsubishi underneath back in late 70s, early 80s. The Charger that was on the Omni platform, or similar to the Omni platform. They've done it multiple times. Malibu, they screwed that up. Impala. They've had all these great names, especially GM seems to do it a lot. Anyways, looks like Ford's heading in the right direction. Doors easy to take off. Definitely give them a leg up over Jeep. From what I do understand, it is a bit of a pain in the butt to take the doors off the Gladiator and the Wrangler. So we'll have to keep our eyes on the show circuit, and hopefully we'll see something from the Bronco really, really soon. Now this one I have to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe this sort of thing could happen. Come on, guys, let's Like I say, I've got a lot of screens open, so computer's working a little overtime here. Oh, there we go. GM trucks fresh off assembly line stolen and used to smash into an ATM. Oh boy, that's rough. 8 GM trucks worth $640,000 total were stolen from Flint on Sunday morning. One of them was used to smash into an ATM, the Michigan State Police say. About 6 a.m., police respond to a call about several stolen GMC and Chevy trucks that had just rolled off the assembly line and were parked in an overflow lot on Saginaw Street in Flint Township. Wow. And that's got it. That's somebody's getting fired over that. One of these trucks suffered extensive damage after being used to ram into an ATM. No cash was taken. Police recovered 6 of the trucks with the engines still running in the woods behind Stalker Elementary School and 1 truck near that area. 2 suspects were taken into custody. So, hey, 2 guys stole 8 trucks. That's props to them for letting that happen. But the only thing they did right with the Blazer is the emblem on the side of the door. Yeah, absolutely, Grant. You know, it's nice that they changed it up at least. Can't fix stupid. Absolutely. The fonts, yeah, definitely not having the same font. I'm a huge fan of Blazers. I had a S10 Blazer. Love that thing. Had a lot of fun in that. Anyways, I even saw somewhere that they're bringing back the Trailblazer name on a smaller version of the Blazer. Not digging it. All right. Collection of 93 vintage muscle cars kept hidden in sheds in Iowa, and now they're being sold at auction. Wow. Now let's scroll through these pictures and see some of the cars. I can see we got a GTO, we got a Cuda, Roadrunner, maybe a GTX, something like that. We got a potentially a El Camino or a Chevelle. Nice looking cars right there, I tell you what. Wow. Nice Charger. Front end, I'm looking at 68 Charger. Yep, 68 Charger. Oh, sold for 30 grand. Wow. Beautiful. And we've got Firebird, 2 69 Firebirds, convertible and a hardtop HT 69, 17.5. This angle looks pretty good. Yep, real Charger. How in the hell can you have cars like that and not drive? I fully agree with you, Pete. I don't know if any of you guys follow Feeling Modern Muscle Cars. Yep, I do agree with you, Grant, on the Blazer, Bronco, and all those. They should be competing head to head against each other. Definitely, somebody missed a ball on that. New Wars, yeah. Then that's the thing is, yeah, you know, muscle cars are hurting as far as sales goes. They got to do something. Anyway, would you pay $17.5 for a barn find Firebird? I would if I had the money. Throw back to Scouts. Yeah, Scouts, Broncos, and Blazers. Yes. Oh, wouldn't it be awesome if International came out with a Scout again? That would be insane. Wow. 69 SS Camaro. That, love the color on that. Wheels, not so much, but that is gorgeous. Who cares about ads? There we go. 71 Roadrunner. That's what it looks like in there. Oh, 3 Roadrunners were at this place. Highest one went for 25.5. Even the whole four needs to go ahead and buy them out and fire Mary. As much as I've been against, that sort of a consolidation, because it's going to mean a lot of car, marks are going to die from that. I can't say that I disagree with you, Pete, on Ford buying GM. Mary definitely has to go. I don't think, she's done well for the company for the past few years, but I don't think she's where the company needs to be anymore. So it's Fathom Green. Very cool. That's a really nice looking Roadrunner. Continental town car limo. That can see that going for only $2,000. That looks like it's probably an early 83, 84 maybe, because that's definitely an interesting looking front end there. Yeah, more of those cars. That same picture. Oh, nice. Yellow and black version. Wile E. Coyote. Rotor Looney Tunes cartoon series. Very, very cool. Not my favorite of those, but no. 72 CUDA. Wonder which 6 or 7 he kept. Number 7. Very, very cool. Oh, nice. Victoria Custom. Now that's a cool looking lead sled. Oh. 70 Chevelle. That's probably the one that I saw in that other picture. Nice. That would be, what, about a 71, 72 Chevelle is an SS. Ooh, 73 CUDA. Definitely think I'm a fan of the little earlier ones, the 71s, 72s, but they are all beautiful. 69, okay. I'm not sure that'll be a 69, because I think front end's a little bit different on the 69. It's got the little cut back in the right in here. Maybe I'm wrong, but ooh, yep, I'll take this one in a heartbeat. If I had 19 grand, I would definitely get 69 Roadrunners. I definitely like that styling a whole lot better than the 71 twos. Commercials. First car, 69 Roadrunner. Wow. She is rough. Everybody into the newer cars. You can get yourself a couple of 97 Firebirds. Not my most favorite out of all the F bodies, but I would take anything at this point. Nice. 56. Almost down to the last picture of all these cars. Wow, just look at all the cars in there. We got another GTO. To have the money to be able to be a hoarder. All right, getting down to the end of the story, so we're going to go to our I can't even remember what I called it. Buy it or bail it. I think maybe I did on the. I gotta check. Instagram. What did I call that? Buy it or boot it. There we go. Okay, largest Mustang gathering in the world breaks records. Yay! And nobody was killed from the Mustangs going out of control. Oh, and by the way, anybody that is a follower of Street Speed 717, he's doing the raffle or the buy something and get entered to win the 2012 Shelby GT500. You guys don't have to go and buy anything there. I've already won it. I've got I bought a knife. I am going to be the winner, so nobody needs to go and get that all checked out and buy anything there, because it's mine. It's coming to me. It'd be nice. It'd be very cool. Lots of things that I'd be able to do with the money that I could use to potentially sell it. But motorist. This is from Motorist. Yeah, well, I think his channel's gone down a bit. I like the Blazer content and the stuff, the really cheap trucks, because it's obtainable. But and I really would love to win that, just basically have it for a little while, build the channel up a bit, and then boot it so I can pay some bills and buy something I can actually use. All right. Mustang owners flocked from all over Europe to meet together in what was set and has set a new world record for the most Ford Mustang cars to gather in one location at a time. And again, nobody got hurt from them spinning out and going into the crowd. So congratulations. New number to beat is 1,326 Mustangs, which beat the previous record, which was from back in Mexico back in December of 2017. Where Belgium. Ford testing facility in Belgium. 1,326. That is a lot of Mustangs. Well, we got to get that. World record back in the States. So somebody with more time than me, let's get a gathering together with 1,400. It was supposed to be 1,000 cars, but they could not all go straight. Yep. Badass. All right, a couple recalls, and then we're going to do our buy it or boot it section. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll explain more in just a minute. 227,000 VWs and Porsches are being recalled over airbag and seatbelt issues. Tiguan, Chiron and CC models. I've never heard of a Chiron, built in 2015, as well as 911 Boxers, Caymans, and Panameras from 15 and 16. Looks like this is more Europe than problem airbags, some of them, and adding new software needs to be installed. Well, it looks like it is worldwide. Only 3,900 of the Porsches were in Germany. So if you've got a Tiguan, Chiron, CC 2015s, or 911 Boxers, Caymans, or Panameras from 15 or 16, you might have to get your airbags and seat belts checked out. Chevy Trax SUV recalled due to faulty suspension parts. Oh, that's not a good thing. front suspension may have been welded improperly. If the weld fails, one of the vehicle's front wheels may turn slightly outward, cause of difficulty steering the vehicle, which may lead to a crash. Oh no. 206,000 built between July 1, 15 through June 30, 2017 and July 1, 17 through April 4, 2019. Wow. That's a pretty big bunch of vehicles. If you got a Trax, I'm surprised that this isn't also affecting the Buick Encore, because they are platform mates. But anyways, if you've got the Trax, go and have it checked out. That's the Blazer before the Camaro front. I thought the Trax was smaller. And finally, the NHTSA is investigating Wranglers over frame and suspension complaints. 270,000 2018s and 19s. And this is coming from complaints of over 3,000 owners of wobbling and shimming in the steering. They've had that problem, I thought, forever. Could be wrong. Owners of JL Wranglers complaining to the agency has led to this investigation, and there could be a recall if they find something wrong. Let's see. Separate welding problem that caused brackets attached to the front track bar, the front axle to separate, make the car difficult to steer. That definitely would be a problem. All right. All right, so our final segment for the evening. I'm going to try and get better to get this out ahead of time, but I went on to my Instagram account. If you're not following me there, it's America.bumper2bumper, number 2 bumper. And I put out there that what I wanted was a city or town and state and a dollar amount. So what we're going to do is you see up here, we're on Facebook Marketplace. We're going to put in the town or city here, and then we're going to pull up cars, and we're going to look for cars in like $1,000 range of the dollar amount, and we're going to take a look at I don't know, 3 or 4 vehicles and go through the ads and see if it's something that you should buy, or whether the owner is laughable on what they're trying to get for their vehicle. So let's get into it. I only had one person reply to the Instagram, and they said Manassas, Virginia. Let's see. Manassas, Virginia. And we do with within 100 miles. So that's not a problem there. Going vehicles. And max price, they said $15,000. We'll go $1,000 back. So between $14,000 and $15,000. And I'm also going to do something different because I like looking at older vehicles. We're going to only go up to 1995 for vehicles. And let's go through and see. Well, it's not a bad price, but I've never understood quite why Vanagons sell for an insane amount of money. Not really anything amazing with them, especially this. I mean, it's 160,000 miles on it. It is a camper, the Westfalia, so that's a cool little feature of it. But the Fiero does look good. I still want a Fiero. Oh, come on, give us a different. There's a yeah. It's one thing I hate about these sorts of things is somebody gives you the same side of the vehicle, like 4 or 5 different shots, just a little bit different here and there. Nope. We got some looks like water damage back there. One nice thing about this ad is there are a lot of pictures to go along with it. 4-speed, as it says right there. Those seats don't look like they would be very comfortable. Oops, don't need to see pictures of people. Anyways, yeah, never quite understood why Vanagons go for a stupid, insane amount of money. But I think you're right, Pete. It's probably because people have more money than sense. But yeah. All right, we'll go with this 1966 Lincoln Continental. $15,000, over 100,000 miles on it. Let's read what's going on here. Oh, okay. So it's two cars. 1966 Lincoln Continentals. One convertible, half restored, with $46,000 in invoices. Wow. Ready for paint. One hardtop damaged. Both cars are complete. Combine them for one awesome slab side. And the guy moved to, okay, anyway. Let's take a look through the pictures. This side of the hardtop looks decent. Convertible definitely is. Oh, it does have the suicide doors, so that's something I do love about these old Contis. Definitely looks like it's had some good good work done on this convertible. Sorry, I'm going through quick, but there we go. Back to the hardtop. Oh yeah, definitely has seen better days back in the rear quarter. All right. So after all these pictures and the reading the description, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good price or a good buy, or is it something that should be booted? And Pete, you're saying it's too much money. Kind of, I do agree, especially since the convertible's a basket case. Doesn't matter whether it's got $46,000 worth of invoices or not. Be one thing if it was together and ready to go. This Continental, if it were me, I wouldn't pay over a couple grand for it. Just because.
How much is the Continental?
There's two of them, Than. There's one convertible that's halfway restored and then a hard top, and they want 15 grand for both of them.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yep. And the hard top's been hit pretty hard in the passenger rear quarter.
I can tell you right now that ain't worth 15 grand.
Well, the convertible, like I say, is apart. It's been, bodywork's been done on it. It has to be painted, it has to be put back together. That I could see, worth a couple of grand. Not a couple, probably 5 or 6 grand, because you're going to be doing a crap ton of work putting it all back together. But I would not pay 15 grand for the two of them. Sorry guys, gonna boot it. 14,999 for a BMW 3 Series. Ooh.
How is that cheaper than the Continental?
I know. 1983 BMW 320i, 191,000 miles, and somebody wants 14,999. Are they out of their minds? $1,499.90. But that is, wow. Of course, this is at a dealership, so they're always gonna try to. It's a nice looking car, I'll tell you that. It's nice looking, but I have no way on the 14 grand, especially with 191,000 miles. It's nothing real special. I mean, clean. It's clean, but 5-speed. Oh. It's been maintained. You can see well up through 82,000. Bottom looks good. Yeah, I agree with you, Pete. Yeah, very high when they were posting the price. Not worth 15 grand. It is clean. Yes, I'll give them that, but 6 or 7 grand at most. Another boot it. Let's go through. Ooh, let's see what this is. That's not a 52 Avalanche. That's not an Avalanche. 52 Fleet Side, AC auto, power steering, brakes, new wheels and tires. Not a whole lot else to go on. It says it has 62,000 miles, which I highly doubt. That is a nice looking car. Definitely different, tail lights on there. I'd say a fairly recent paint job. That's a nice looking red paint. Interior looking pretty good on that. Potentially Grant steering wheel in there. Healthy looking V8 there. She is pretty. She is pretty. I like the mirrors up top there. Great looking from a distance. Love those Art Deco styled dashboards. Like I said, AC. Very cool. I think I would do something different with these gauges. It's nice that they're kind of tucked away so you can't see them as well when you're just going around, but good dark door cards. I would definitely do something different with those speakers, but that's again just me. Very nice. 52 grand, 1952 for 15 grand. I agree, Pete. Very fair price. Definitely would give that guy a good offer. Nice looking 52. And we'll go through one more, and then we're going to call it a day. Dan,
What?
come over here and pick a car.
Okay. I don't have a shirt.
No. All right.
Are those?
Yep. So we've already looked at that one, that, and that. So those are out. But what do you want to? I know you're an El Camino guy.
Ooh, the Thunderbird.
Here, 73 Thunderbird.
Yeah, that's pretty all right.
All right, let's look at this one. All right.
I like those style cars.
And I like the fact that they actually have a good description here. That's always cool. 73 Ford Thunderbird, 78,000 miles, auto trans, for 15 grand. Let's read the description. 73 Ford T-Bird Tudor hardtop, black leather trim, vinyl roof, traction lock differential, tilt steering, reclining passenger seat, AC auto temp, okay, AM/FM stereo radio, intermittent wipers, auto seat back release, automatic windows. Technically the third owners, but it was owned by a man and then his son. Then he passed away. It was garage kept for 45 years and all reasonable offers. Pretty clean looking, at least from this side. Originally, $6,800. Wow. The Frederick Motor Company. And just because it says 78214 doesn't mean it's got it, but it looks fairly clean. So we're going to give the owners benefit of the doubt. You know, all the controls for the windows, doors, and seat. Pretty clean looking. I would have liked this better if it didn't have the split bench and it had those seats that turn. Yeah, definitely a mile long hood on this one. The rotating seats, so it's easy to get in and out of. Those are pretty cool. 8 to 9 grand would be fair, according to Pete. And I think I'm going to agree with you on that. It's a nice car, definitely very well kept, as the ad says. 460, is that what it says? Looks like 460. I can't see that a lot of people would be in this for 15 grand. I think 10 grand probably would be a max on this car. Just not a very sought after version of the Thunderbird, but not bad at all. All right, guys, this is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you all for being a part of this live stream. If you guys like that new format with the screen over here so that you can follow along a little bit easier, leave a comment, let me know. I like it, so I think they're going to keep going with this, but we'll definitely give that a second thought. Also, I'd love to potentially get a co-host, somebody else in here to help out, maybe throw in some more stuff. Definitely like it. Very interested in that. So if anybody wants to join in, sometimes just hit me up, let me know, and we can definitely do co-hosts and that sort of stuff. Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a day. Hopefully it's a good one. Take care, guys.